Hello, everyone. Hi. So, there's a common saying, which I believe we're all familiar with. Indeed, a book got to be the bestseller or to the bestseller list. It was so good that he actually had a second publish. Are we familiar with this? Who is familiar? Come on, I only have a few minutes. Let's make it work. Who is familiar? They say nice girls don't get the what? But what if we do? Yeah? Are you a mean girl? Are you? I'm a nice girl. Do I have the corner office? Are you sure? So let's go in and just talk a little bit about this. So while this talk, we're looking at leadership. But one thing I say to people is that everybody's a leader. Even as a team member, you are a leader because you're leading yourself. And the person who is able to effectively lead himself or herself is the person who is able to lead others effectively. So you would hear people tell you, don't be too friendly, be cold, be mean, be the boss, the oga. But is that true? And that principle of being mean, how does it move you forward or hold you back in your own career and your own advancement and your own relationships? There's this binary today, this discussion that to be successful, you are not allowed to be nice. To be successful, you should not be empathetic. To be successful, you should not treat people with decency. Or for people to know that you have arrived, you should be as arrogant as you can possibly be. But is that true? Is it true? I have grown through my career. For those who know me, you know I come from humble backgrounds. And I've grown through, not by being mean, not by being a walkover either. Right? Anybody that knows me knows that I am definitely not a walkover. You literally only try me once. And you don't do it a second time. But at the same time, I don't go about looking for trouble. Why? People need to trust me. And who do you trust? People you like. Right or wrong? Hello? You get to the corner office, these concepts of the corner office. And you know, the corner office doesn't mean that you're the CEO or the GM or the what have you. It could be what you are looking for in your leadership journey and your path. Are you alone when you get there? Or are you with people? We've heard that saying, it's lonely at the top. I've always wondered, why do people say it's lonely at the top? How did you get there? Why are you lonely at the top? If you're leading people, if you have a team that you are working with, why are you lonely at the top? What have you done wrong along the way that those you grew up with in your career or your friends? I have someone here that went to secondary school, university, and everything together. Why can't you no longer reach them? Why can't you connect with your team? Could it be that you crushed people as you were going up? Do you know any of such people? Or could it be that as you were growing up, maybe you're not lonely because you've maintained who you are? So we see this nice pictorial here. Are you just alone, waving a flag? Or are you celebrated? And in that celebration, people are sharing your wins with you. As an individual, when people meet you, and you think about it when you meet anybody, normally, first time, I'm a normal human being. When I meet people for the first time or I'm walking up here, I feel nervous. But two things would either attract or repel. Your aura, your competence. Can I respect you? Do I feel you know what you're talking about? What is emanating from you? Can I trust you? Are you a warm or a cold person? Sometimes people will tell you, don't be so approachable and so on. I'm like, please buzz off. Being friendly has been a very great game changer in my entire life. Starting out in my career, I remember being in training school, and one of your speakers were in the same training school. My friend and I, we used to go and volunteer in the admin office then. We just wanted it to finish so that we can close and go home on time, to be honest. We used to volunteer to help to bind. It's not this day where everything is email. Don't worry, I'm a bit older than I look. We used to give us binders, textbook. And we go there in the morning to help them bind so that we can start the program early enough. Just grunt work. As I've grown, I've realized that they allowed me to do that because there was an element of trust. But do you know what that competence I had? You know those, but you probably might not know it, spiral binding of those days. When I started working in Accenture, that skill I had made me a very valuable person because other people did not know how to do it. You had to wait for the one admin guy. It's the admin guy that will fix the office, do visa, everything. It's only when Nicholas will come back in the evening, if he has energy, he will bind your proposals that are going to clients. I could bind. All I asked Nicholas, show me how to do it in his own office. But that was a skill that was picked up because people trusted me when I was 21 years old, trusted me enough to build the competence that I needed. It was my first warmth and approachability that got me in there. And the power of being nice. When you have somebody who is rude, harsh, brash, versus somebody who is nice, approachable, calm. As a leader, when you're working on a team, you're trying to build a team together, no matter how smart you are, trust me, as leaders, we don't really like people that have negative energy because you spend so much time managing them that the work would suffer. So that concept of being nice, what are the powers? It helps you build trust. And I want to stand here today and tell you that trust is a very critical element of life. When you are trusted, you are given responsibilities. You are given opportunities. Trust. Do not ever play with trust in your personal or your professional life. Trust. And as it is to build, we all know, very easy to break. Now, if you find a situation where you have broken trust, I beg of you, please be humble. Do not try to justify. Do not try to rationalize. Just go and say, I'm sorry. How can we make this better? How can we make this work? Humility. You learn how to create allies. I see there's a lot of competition in the world. I smile when I hear people are competing in Nigeria. I say, competing with who? Don't we have so many opportunities? We should be collaborating, not competing. Can I get a hallelujah? You must note this. Please, yes. Compete with yourself so you're getting better. But look for allies. Look for people that you can collaborate with. Because you see, when you have allies, when you're not in the room, your name will be mentioned. But when you have competitors, your name will be mentioned but for negativity. Very important. And last but not the least, as an individual, you must learn how to build your influence without intimidation. Some people think that they must be in a position of power to get people to do what they want them to do. No. What is your emotional bank account? What's your relationship with people? How are you able to convince people and educate them on what you're trying to do? And now, this corner office, the famed corner office. What if it actually wasn't an office? What if it actually is not an office? Or not just a room at the top of whether a career or anything? What if actually a place of impact? A place where you bring people into. A place where you grow people. A place where you motivate people. A place where you yourself are motivated to be the best you can be. And that best you can be is being a better version of that you were yesterday and going today and going into the future. And please think of those who have helped you along your journey. Because a lot of time people say, I got here myself. Let me tell you today, nobody got there themselves. Nobody got there themselves. If you think you got to where you are because of your hard work, I show you the truck pusher on the road. Hello? Always remember that concept, that there's somebody or some being that has helped you get to where you are. And you owe it to other people to help them. You owe it to other people in creating your legacy, in building. Again, I apologize, I'm always turning back. You owe it to other people. Please note these words. Kindness doesn't make you soft. Kindness doesn't make you daft. Kindness does not make you a pushover. Kindness does not make you a horrible person. If anything at all, it attracts people to you like a magnet, because people would always, always, always gravitate to the person who is kind. And being kind does not mean you do not give people feedback. Being kind does not mean you do not tell people the truth. Then you're a liar if you don't tell people the truth. Kindness is about creating an aura where growth occurs, creating an environment where there's trust. It fosters loyalty, respect, and it creates a legacy. So you see, nice girls, we're not so keen on the corner office. Why have a corner office? Is that not small? Why have a corner office? Truly speaking, why am I even thinking small about having a corner office? As a nice girl, I'm building institutions. I'm building skyscrapers, massive opportunities where there are a lot of doors and windows for a lot more people to come in, because I don't want to be the only person in that space. So, I stand here today. My name is Dr. Owen Omogiafo, or you just call me Owen when you see me. And I'm here to tell you today that I am a nice girl. And I did not only get the corner office, I want to work with everybody to build even more offices for people and create more environment. Thank you.